All right, we are back. Let's talk about Fastlane. Speaking of good wrestling, this show was good. I liked it. I liked pretty much all of it.
To those of you who complain about the only having 5 matches on the card, that's all this needed was 5 matches.
Why have more?
Right.
Why do 14 matches if you don't need to do 14 matches?
Right.
So, first match. For the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, we have Judgment Day taking on Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Good Lord, this match was great.
Oh, yeah.
This was such a great match.
First pay-per-view ever where Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso were competing in tag teams, but not as a tag team.
And they're not even against each other.
Right.
They're literally in 2 totally different matches. The decision to drop the titles to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso was interesting.
Yep.
Where they're going to go with that, I have no idea. What their plan is, I have no idea.
Yep.
But I'm here for the ride.
Yeah.
Jey Uso wants redemption here. And I think him and Cody working cohesively to win these tag team champions is actually sort of building on, okay, he's actually trying to do this.
Right.
So
I think it's good.
thumbs up, by the way.
Yep.
It was a Crossroads for the win. Good Lord, what a start. Now. Oop, totally wrong. I have no idea why the thing jumped up. Move you down there. There. So, this was the LWO versus Bobby... At first, it was only LWO versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Then Carlito came out like halfway through the match. That was a weird choice.
It was kind of a weird choice.
I did not like that.
The only purpose of this match was to debut Carlito because they had him signed over the summer and couldn't figure out how to debut him.
And I think, this was a good way to do it, and especially in something like this, but why wait until like halfway through the match when Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits were winning?
Right.
Then Carlito comes in. It seems unfair to Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Making them look like baby faces.
LWO is kind of a tweener thing anyways.
Carlito looked absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
This guy got himself into shape. He is enormous. But I don't know. I have a mixed feeling about the match because it was like, okay, you were doing well.
Yeah.
Bell rang. They were getting beaten up, and then Carlito comes in. Because LWO are supposed to be baby faces. Carlito was supposed to be there as a baby face against the heels, but the heels were already wrestled down a little bit before Carlito. That's a fresh guy. So it's almost like, that's rude.
Anyways, they've done that tactic in the past.
It was a backstabber for the win. I'm going to give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. And to be honest with you, that's being nice. Could have been done a lot better. Io Sky defending the WWE Women's Champion against Charlotte Flair and Asuka. The match was good. Can we please have Charlotte and Asuka do something else? But the problem is, who else is on this level?
Right. No one.
Exactly. WWE's women's division, I think there's too much of a discrepancy between like the top tier players and the people who would be laughed at.
Right.
There's no in between.
Yeah, there really isn't. There's a gap.
A very significant gap.
Oh, hopefully Jade Cargill can close that gap a little bit.
I hope so too. I just don't know. They're treating her like an absolute megastar, which is great. But at the same time, it's like I think she'll go right up there.
Right.
Not having any sort of opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like there might be some dissent within Damage Control, which I like. So hopefully that also brings up Dakota Kai as well.
Well, Dakota Kai is hurt. Keep that in mind. Dakota Kai has just been dealing with the injury, and it was another ACL injury, and that's, a couple of months out. So there you go. It was a moonsault for Io Sky to win. It was a good match. Could have been better. Orange Cassidy thumbs up, though.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's talk about this fun match.
John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline. The match itself was fun. How do I describe?
It's hard to describe. Really, this is about the Bloodline kind of, I think, falling away from Roman Reigns, which is fine because obviously that needs to happen.
Well, the Bloodline is literally 3 people, and one of the guys hasn't shown up for work in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do with that? But John Cena being here is actually a good thing, especially if he's not doing anything else.
Right.
Why sit at home and do nothing?
Right. Anyways,
and LA Knight is obviously great. It was
they're strapping a rocket ship to that boy.
Well, yeah, they're listening to the crowds. They're listening to it. So
Yeah.
there you go. And it was BFT for the win. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up.
Yeah.
The expectation was maybe a little bit higher than what I saw, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Seth freaking Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, last man standing for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The match was great until the finish.
Yeah, the finish was kind of off.
It was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why? If Seth Rollins is hurting so bad, why keep this title on him?
Right.
Shinsuke, who I adore right now, this whole this heel gimmick is great. This would have should have been, back in 2018, yeah.
Yeah, 2017, 2018, when he was like going for that when he was going for the WWE title initially.
Yeah,
that should have been the thing.
Well, he's winning all of these things. He's getting all this opportunity. He has all this momentum, and then it's like he can't win the big one. Why?
I think because Seth Rollins is a little bit safer, perhaps. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like if Seth Rollins is really hurt like this, it's just so odd to not have him lose it so he can rest a little bit. It's not like people will miss Seth Rollins.
Right.
But yes, it was a curb stomp for Seth Rollins to win. Shinsuke almost got up, one knee down, just couldn't do it, and then nothing.
Right.
It just felt super like
yeah.
Didn't trust that fart. Shouldn't have trusted the fart, but I trusted it, and now I have to go upstairs. Right. But it was just kind of, and that was the end of the show.
Yeah.
So there you go. When we come back, we have a very special match.